Hello, friends. Nice to be back with you. It wouldn't make very much sense to me to have a mental health website without having a goal to prevent suicide. You know, that's one of the saddest things that happens with mental health. Our goal here at Seek Wellbeing, of course, is to just end suicide. No more suicide. Let's get rid of all of it. Wouldn't that be great? We got a long way to go, though. But for everybody who's listening, there is something you can do. You can help. I'm going to talk about 3 different things today, and I think for all of us, they're important. Regardless of what you think about mental health, one of the things that you can do that will help prevent suicide is to learn more. The more you know about mental health and the causes and the preventions and the treatments, the new medications, the better educated you are, the more chance you have of helping someone to avoid suicide. So that's number 1. The very first thing you can do is just learn more. And if nothing else, come to the Seek Wellbeing channel on YouTube and, once a week and listen to one of the videos. I try to keep them under 5 minutes so you know what to say maybe when somebody is having an issue. And that brings us to the number 2 and the number 3. When I had a serious issue early in my 60s, I had a plan for ending my life, and I don't even remember how Kathy got me to go see the therapist. I had not seen a therapist for many, many years, and then she basically said, look, I can't help you until you go see a psychiatrist. You've got serious issues. You've got to get some medication to get things straightened out before my talk therapy, our sessions together, can be beneficial. Unbeknownst to me at that time, she actually pulled Kathy aside, and the psychiatrist did the same thing, pulled Kathy aside and said, Kathy, don't leave Mark alone, but if you have to, make him promise that he's not going to hurt himself, because he'll keep a promise that he makes to you. Most of us, I think, are people who want to keep a promise. This latest episode I had just 6 months ago, the person who made me promise not to hurt myself was somebody I had never seen before in my life. I was at a rest stop. It was a truck driver. He saw me. I was in pretty bad shape, physically and emotionally, mentally, and he saw me and came up to me and started talking to me. And before the end of our conversation, he made me promise not to hurt myself. Total stranger. I really think that can be helpful. If you know someone who's potentially suicidal, you have to take every possibility of suicide seriously. If you can make a person promise you that they won't hurt themselves, that could very well be what saves the day. Item number 3 is related to item number 2. It has to do with what you might say to a person. Another version of make me promise is ask me to stay. It can make a difference if somebody says, stay for me. Really, number 3 is you've got to tell people that you care. You got to tell them that if they were to commit suicide, it would make a difference in your life. That was one of the things for me. Every time, I guess, when I've been close, it's been, nobody's even going to notice. especially if you know somebody who struggles. Tell them. Tell them that they mean something to you, and if they were to go away, you would be hurt. Your life would be changed for the worse, because they don't believe that's the case. So that's number 3. Tell them that you care. And don't wait. You don't have to wait until it's serious. Just on a regular basis, maybe tell your closest friends, and especially if you know people who are troubled. Don't wait for an incident. Just let people know that you care, that you want them around. So there's 3 ways we can help to end suicide. I hope that something struck a chord with you. I care about all people. I love you, and I want your love. So like I say, let's do this together and get better. Let's end suicide. How about that? How about we just let's end suicide. Good night.